The locks were changed before the apology ever came. Not after a conversation. Not after accountability. But after a living room stood hollow, stripped clean like a crime scene with better lighting. My friends, this is Scarlet Veil. And today, I'm telling you a story that still makes my skin crawl. Because imagine walking into your own house, the house you pay for, decorate, protect, and finding nothing but bare floors and audacity. No couch. No dining table. No TV. Just a text message from your sister saying, relax. I handled it. Handled it. Welcome to Lying Whispers, where we sip something strong and dissect family chaos with precision and a little sarcasm. Go ahead, grab your coffee, your matcha, your dramatic iced latte. Hit subscribe, tap like, share this with that cousin who still borrows money from grandma, and stay with me until the end. Because today's internet confession asks the sacred question, AITA, for kicking my sister out after she sold my furniture? Oh, we're unpacking this. So, let's talk about Emma. Late 20s. Stable job. Type A energy. Pays her mortgage on time. Owns decorative throw pillows. She actually fluffs. The kind of woman who believes family first isn't just a caption, it's a responsibility. And then there's her sister, Lily. Lily is charisma wrapped in chaos. Big ideas. Zero follow-through. Permanent fresh start mode. If impulsivity were an Olympic sport, shed medal. When Lily hit another financial temporary setback, which, let's be honest, was more of a lifestyle, Emma did what she always did. She opened her door. Because that's what good sisters do, right? Lily moved in with promises. I'm applying everywhere. I just need a few weeks. I'm finally getting serious. My friends, if optimism were currency, Emma would have been a billionaire. Weeks passed. Then months. Lily contributed emotionally. Occasionally cooked pasta. Talked about launching an online resale business. Posted inspirational quotes about resilience. Meanwhile, Emma worked overtime and covered everything. Then came the business trip. 2 days. That's it. 48 hours away. Emma came home Sunday evening, unlocked the door, and froze. The living room echoed. No sectional couch. No coffee table. No television. No dining set. Even the accent lamp, the one shaped like a ridiculous metallic crane, was gone. You know that split second when your brain refuses to process reality? That was her. Then her phone buzzed. Sold some stuff. Needed startup cash. Don't make it a big deal. Don't make it a big deal. Oh, my friends. If someone ever tells you not to make something a big deal, it is absolutely a big deal. Emma called immediately. Lily answered casually. Background noise. Laughter. The energy of someone who thought she'd done something clever. She explained she had listed the furniture online while Emma was gone. Quick cash pickups. Reinvested into her resale venture. Emma asked the obvious question. Why would you sell things that aren't yours? And Lily responded with the most dangerous sentence in dysfunctional family history. We're sisters. What's yours is mine. Pause. No. That logic applies to childhood snacks, not mortgaged assets. Emma reminded her calmly at first that the house was in her name. The furniture was purchased by her. The payments were hers. Lily's tone shifted. You're choosing objects over me. Classic pivot. Turn the thief into the victim. Turn accountability into cruelty. Emma stood in an empty room and realized something. This wasn't impulsive. It was intentional. Lily had waited until she was out of town. Photographed everything. Listed it. Negotiated. Collected cash. That's not desperation. That's strategy. When Emma demanded the money back, Lily said it was already circulating. Circulating where? Into thin air? Into brunch tabs? Into yet another short-lived business model? Hair race where it gets complicated. Lily had nowhere else stable to go. And Emma found herself staring at bare hardwood floors, wondering, AITA, if I kick my sister out after she sold my furniture? Let's sit with that. Is family loyalty a free pass? Or does it expire when trust is auctioned off? Emma gave Lily 24 hours. Lily cried. Called their parents. Said Emma was heartless. Said she was being materialistic. materialistic, as if wanting your own couch is a moral failure. Their mother called Emma and gently suggested she be the bigger person.
Yes.
The bigger person, also known as the unpaid emotional sponsor. Their father stayed quiet, which in family politics means I don't want smoke.
Meanwhile, Lily went online.
Posted vague statuses about betrayal, about toxic people who value money over blood. My friends, nothing screams accountability like a cryptic Instagram quote in cursive font. Emma didn't respond publicly. She did something better. She changed the locks. No dramatic confrontation. No screaming match. Just action. When Lily returned and her key didn't work, she exploded. Emma calmly informed her that her suitcases were outside. You sold my living room, Emma said. I reclaimed my house. That's it. No theatrics. Now, erase the twist. Some extended family initially sided with Lily until they heard the full story. Because once details surfaced, the listings, the transactions, the timing, the narrative shifted. It wasn't about choosing furniture over family. It was about choosing boundaries over exploitation. Lily threatened to sue for emotional distress. Imagine that courtroom. Your Honor, I sold property that wasn't mine and faced consequences. I'd pay to see the judge's face. Spoiler alert, she never filed. Instead, she moved in with a friend. That lasted about a month. Patterns don't magically dissolve. Months later, Lily texted Emma again. Not to apologize. To pitch another venture. She needed investment capital. After selling Emma's dining table. The audacity is Olympic level. Emma left it on read. Because sometimes silence is the cleanest boundary. Now, let's talk about the part nobody admits.
Guilt.
Even when you're right. Even when the evidence is stacked. Emma felt it during holidays. During birthdays. During family dinners where Lily's chair sat empty or tension hovered like perfume. She questioned herself. Was I too harsh? Was eviction extreme? But then she remembered the echo of her empty home. And the texts don't make it a big deal. That's when clarity returned. This wasn't about furniture. It was about respect. A year later, they saw each other at a large family gathering. Polite nod. Controlled distance. No dramatic reunion. At one point, a cousin blurted out, "So are you two good now?" Emma replied evenly. She sold my belongings. I changed my locks. That's the story.
Direct.
Factual.
Done.
No embellishment needed. Time did what time does. Other relatives quietly admitted Lily had borrowed and not returned from them too. The pattern widened. And suddenly, Emma wasn't the villain. She was the first person who said no. So let me ask you, my friends, if someone you love sells your property while you're away, is forgiveness automatic? Is housing them your obligation? Is choosing your own financial stability selfish? Or is that just adulthood with a backbone? When Emma posted her story online asking, AITA for kicking my sister out after she sold my furniture, the verdict was clear.
NTA.
Not the AITA. Because love without limits becomes permission. And permission without accountability becomes exploitation. Emma rebuilt her space. New couch. New table. No metallic crane lamp this time. Growth. More importantly, she rebuilt her boundaries. And Lily? Still cycling through ideas. Still learning, maybe slowly, that consequences aren't cruelty. So, now I'm turning it over to you. If you walked into your home and found it stripped because your sibling decided to invest your belongings, would you let them stay? Would you forgive immediately? Or would you change the locks too? Oh, you thought that was the end? My friends, chaos like this doesn't just clock out politely. Because what nobody talks about after the locks are changed is the ripple effect. And, trust me, the ripple was messy. A few weeks after Lily moved out, the family group chat got suspiciously quiet. You know that silence. The digital kind. Where everyone reads. No one types. Then came the private messages. An aunt asking Emma if things were really that serious. A cousin saying Lily claimed she was misunderstood. A family friend implying Emma might have overreacted. Overreacted. Let's review. She didn't scream.
She didn't call the police.
She didn't publicly shame her. She changed her own locks. Apparently, that's dramatic now. But here's where it gets layered. Lily didn't just sell the furniture. She told people she had permission. Oh yes. She spun the story into. Emma said, I could sell a few things to help out. A few things. That phrase is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Because in Lily's vocabulary, a few things meant the couch, the dining set, the television, the coffee table, the rug, decor pieces, and somehow even the spare bedroom dresser. Minimalism by Betrayal. Now Emma had screenshots of the listings timestamped during her business trip. She had messages where Lily admitted selling everything. So when confronted with the permission narrative, Emma calmly sent receipts. And that's when something subtle shifted. People stopped defending Lily loudly. Because facts are very inconvenient when you're trying to maintain victim branding. But let's zoom in emotionally for a second. Because even when the truth clears your name, it doesn't erase the fracture. Emma stopped inviting Lily to things. Stopped sharing personal updates. Stopped trying. And that kind of distance? It hurts in a quiet way. Not dramatic. Not explosive. Just final. Meanwhile, Lily kept chasing ventures. There was a candle business phase. A dropshipping phase. A life coaching attempt which, my friends, was bold considering her resume included liquidated sister's living room. And here's the part that made Emma pause. Lily never apologized directly for selling the furniture. Not once. She apologized for how things turned out. See the difference? One acknowledges behavior. The other acknowledges inconvenience. That distinction matters. Now, let me ask you something uncomfortable. If Lily had cried harder, if she had shown up genuinely remorseful, if she had offered repayment plans, would Emma have reconsidered? Maybe. Because Emma wasn't heartless. She was just done being used. But Lily's pattern wasn't ignorance. It was entitlement. And entitlement doesn't dissolve with tears. About 6 months after the eviction, Lily tried one more tactic. She showed up at Emma's workplace. Yes. Unannounced. Said she just wanted to talk. My friends, nothing says healthy boundaries like appearing at someone's job after they cut contact. Emma stepped outside to avoid a scene. Lily looked tired. Less polished. Less confident. For a split second, Emma felt it, that tug. The sister from childhood. The shared memories. The sleepovers. The inside jokes. Then Lily spoke. I need a loan. Just until my next launch. There it was. Not reconciliation. Not reflection. Request. Emma didn't yell. She didn't insult. She didn't lecture. She said no. And something about that no was different this time. It wasn't offensive. It wasn't emotional. It was solid. Final. Lily accused her of being cold. Emma replied, I'm being consistent. And, my friends, that's the line that changed everything. Because consistency is what manipulators fear most. Drama thrives on reaction. Boundaries thrive on repetition. After that day, Lily stopped trying to access Emma financially. The attempts faded. The messages slowed. The space became permanent. And here's the twist no one expects. Emma's life became lighter. Not because she hated her sister, but because she no longer carried the weight of rescuing her. That's the part we rarely admit. Sometimes we're not just helping, we're enabling. And when we stop, it feels like cruelty at first. Then it feels like freedom. Fast forward another year. Lily eventually stabilized somewhat. Not because Emma saved her. Because Emma didn't. Because she had to figure it out herself. And maybe that's the real uncomfortable truth here. Rescuing someone repeatedly delays their growth. Consequences accelerate it. Now, let's circle back to the original question. AITA for kicking my sister out after she sold my furniture? After all the noise. After the gossip. After the group chats and guilt trips. After the attempted rebranding. The answer didn't come from the internet. It came from peace. Emma sleeps fine. Her house feels safe. Her belongings stay where she left them. And that's not selfish. That's stable. So I'll leave you with this, my friends. At what point does loyalty become self-sabotage? How many times should someone get access to your resources before you lock the door? If family crosses the line, is it betrayal to step back? Or is it self-respect? Drop it in the comments. Because I know some of you have your own sold my couch story. And I want to hear it.